Hi, I'm Ellen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's almost the end of 2020 and I've been filling up my bullet journal all year. Today I am flipping through all of the pages and showing you how I've used my bullet journal. Okay, let's get started. So, my first page really is this line spacing page. I drew out different separations that I use pretty regularly just to make setting up spreads a little bit quicker. And here I have my year at a glance type pages. I put in a mini calendar at the top and then wrote in numbered days. I also have all of the weekend days highlighted. Here is for the second half of the year. I do like how the titles of these turned out a little bit better. And then here I have my 2019 and review and 2020 goals pages, which as you can see, were not filled out. There's a fair amount of times where I'll decide to make pages and then end up not using them. But you know, it is how it is. Here is my 2020 vision board. So these were a bunch of pictures that I printed out, and it's kind of funny because, you know, a lot of these things weren't all that applicable to this year, but that's okay. I still love the pictures and the vibe that it gives off. I was planning to use these pages that I set up as like ways to reach my goals. I ended up doing just different journaling. So at the end of each month, I wrote a short recap of what happened that month. And I think I'm really gonna enjoy having that, and I think I'll include it in my next bullet journal as well. Here I have a section where I have been writing in different books that I've read, and my goal was to read at least 12 books this year. I still have a couple in progress, so hopefully I can still meet my goal. I might print out the covers of the books later and glue those in. I think that would look really nice. So these are some of my pages I kept as a student, just to have a general idea of what my schedule was. And here is the beginning of January. I kept things pretty simple in January. Here's my first weekly spread. I use this spread pretty much every week throughout my school year because it gives me the hourly planning, and then there's also a running task list on the side, which I really loved. In the beginning of the year, I had small habit trackers on each weekly spread and just kind of kept things very simple. I would add different elements like this sticker to just remember what was happening and have a little scrapbooking element. Here is February. I went for a little bit of a different look. I have a compressed calendar on the side and then my YouTube tracking calendar on the other side. It actually worked out pretty well. I had a quote page in February and a little self-care tracker as well. I didn't color these in, but I did actually do quite a few of these. Back to my weekly spreads. I basically just changed up the color that I used each month while I was doing this, so that was kind of a fun way to add a little bit of something but make it not that different. I got really good at setting these up quickly so that I could just be living my life back when life was busy. And I also had a couple months where I was tracking my finances. Here is March, the year the world ended. It's a little bit tragic because my March theme was California. I had been planning to go to California with a friend for spring break, but those plans changed. Here was my spring break planning that I never got to do, and some of my other little pictures I glued in, all very California-esque. And here is the beginning of spring term. This was my last quarter of college and it was all online. So, you know, that was fun. My April pages, I really like how April looked with the little tulips. This weekly spread especially I love these little flowers and how they overlap with the calendar portion. Here is May. For this month, I ended up kind of combining my regular calendar and my YouTube tracking calendar. So these highlighted ones are YouTube videos I posted, and other things are events. That was just because, weren't a whole lot of events going on in pandemic times. I also started doing gratitude pages again, which was really nice during the pandemic, just to remember to find different things, small things throughout the day that I am grateful for. I also had a really wacky sleep schedule, so in May I put a sleep tracker in so that I could try and regulate my sleep a little more. I did a little Dutch door here. Here's a different style of weekly spread, so it's basically the same, having the hourly tracking on this side and just tilted, and my running to-do list over here. I also started adding a step tracker in the bottom corner so I could start trying to hit 10,000 steps and keep track of it better. I did the Chloe Ting summer shred, and I ended up creating an entire spread for it so that I could mark off when I finished the videos as well as what I did on my active rest days. June was a very sparse month for me. I graduated from college, which was really exciting. It was also my birthday, and I moved from Colorado back home to Minnesota, so it was very busy in a lot of ways, but I didn't use all my pages that much. So here's my YouTube tracking, and then here's one of those other pages I thought I'd use and did not. 21 things I've learned in 21 years. I've definitely learned things, but I guess I didn't want to fill that out. I didn't do my gratitude or bucket list pages for this month either. And then back into weeklies. Here is the week that I was moving back to Minnesota. So this is when I was road tripping with my parents. And July, I had a spread for this month of different resources and things I wanted to watch and read, kind of relating to the Black Lives Matter movement. And I got to quite a few of them, and I'm still working on some others, but I definitely encourage you to look for a variety of different books and movies and media to consume to continually learn more about others and experiences that you don't have yourself. This was another weekly spread I really liked. I can press 1 week onto one page, so here I just have a box to put in events and then to-dos on this side and a little habit tracker. I actually have 2 weeks on the other half. I was not doing a whole lot in July. This was the other style I did, another kind of compressed look. It looks like this week I was tracking my breakfast, lunch, and dinners. Here is August. This was the month I started doing my habit trackers with like one calendar per habit. And I ended up liking that pretty well. I also included a sleep and steps tracker for the month. Gratitude and memories. Memories pages are things I did a lot in older bullet journals, and I thought that I wanted to bring it back because I really love the way they look. They are kind of a lot to do because it is more sketch-based, and I am not the best artist, but I always love looking back at them, so I was very happy how this one turned out. And this was a week I was at summer camp with my mom, and we've gone to a family camp in the North Woods of Minnesota pretty much every year since I was 3. So my mom and I went, just the two of us this year. They were able to be open this summer because everyone was staying in their family groups and they had good distancing and everything. So I was very happy to get a little getaway and have a nice time with my mom. It was also her birthday week, so that was really nice. This was a little tracker I did for some projects I had going on. I didn't finish filling it out, but I did each of them with kind of a circle shape around it and then added petals for how much of the project was done. I also did a weekly with that same flower motif because I really liked how that looked. Now we're in September. September is the month my little brother went away to college. So we all drove out to Colorado together. He is attending the University of Denver, my alma mater. So that was really fun to get to go and move him into college and everything. Here's my tracking pages. Gratitude and memories. I glued in a lot more for this month than I usually do, but I did like the kind of scrapbook feel of it. I submitted my mail-in ballot in September, which is kind of funny, very early, but it was nice to get it done. Here is one of my weekly spreads. On weeks that I'm not doing a ton or don't have like specific dates to do things, sometimes I'll do it more journal-like this is. I also really love this little section I made. It can be a treacherous thing, expectations. It really can. I also went on a lot of walks in the month of September to look at the beautiful autumn leaves, so I picked some up on some of those walks and glued them in. Here's some more of those leaves. And now we are to October. I had a kind of camping, tree, cabin sort of vibe going on. I did a mood tracker, which I didn't do really any other month, but I kind of liked it. I just drew trees up to whatever height my mood was. I didn't really keep up with it, as you can see, but it's definitely a cute page. And my gratitude and memories pages. I didn't fill this one out quite as much, but it's nice to have it there for sure. Here's another form of my weekly spread with the hourly planning. I drew a little Biffy on this page because I had lots of extra space. I also really liked this page. I can't remember the name of the Instagram account, but I was inspired by someone on Instagram to have this style, and I really liked how it worked. And now we're into November. We've got a pink theme. I definitely filled out more of my gratitude and memories for this month, and we got our Biden-Harris sticker. We got that win. And now we are in December. It's not quite the end of the year yet, so I haven't done my final weekly spread. I had a Zoom/virtual connection theme for this month, so these are all kind of Zoom screens. My gift tracking pages. I blocked out all of the people who could potentially see these, but I don't think my family really watches my videos, so I think we're safe. I went back to a more traditional tracker this month, and I have my Christmas stocking list. I didn't really use it that much, but it looks cute. And those are all of the pages I have set up so far. I have one more spread to do my final weekly, and then that's the end of the notebook. I think on this side I might glue in some of the Christmas wrapping papers I'm using this year. Otherwise, we've got this all filled up. Thank you so much for watching me flip through my bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my pages. I really enjoy looking back through my bullet journals, and it's interesting to think about how this will look to me in 5 or 10 years from now and looking back onto the pandemic times. I'm definitely glad to have all these memories preserved, and I'm looking forward to making lots more memories to come. See you in the next video. Bye!